and they can't stand me. Why would I? See, you got to be very careful in the season that your promise look like it's contradiction, because people will always remind you what God ain't doing for you. This woman of God said, all is well. Hold on. It may not look like it now, but all is well. Hold on. It may not look like it's coming to pass, but all is well. Hold on. It might not look like it now. Oil envy is very real, baby. But hold on. I may not be like all of that now, but hold on. Someone said, you blow my mind again. Nope, that's the power of the Holy Spirit. You may not like me now, reject me now, respect me later. Hold on. But this time next year. Hold on for a minute. This time. See, if you smart, you'll follow the prophet right now. Listen, this time next year, Apostle Fred, this time next year, our business gonna take up this time next year. Hold on, excuse me for a minute. Let me, my husband is watching. Now, let me just get a little personal now, because the bishop is on here. By this time next year, Apostle, listen, he's not the apostle anymore. Not this time next year, Bishop Fred, this time next year, you shall be bishop in the Lord's church. This time next year, you shall have a booming business. This time next year, see, I'm prophetically speaking over my husband's life. This time next year, baby, this time next year, I'm speaking over my husband's life. This time next year, you ain't gonna ask for, honey. It's gonna lay in your lap. You see what happened when you got home last night? It laid in your lap. The very thing that you prayed for when you got through the doors when you got home last night, it laid in your lap. You didn't even know. But this time next year, I'm speaking over my own husband's life. This time next year, Bishop. This time next year, husband. This year, I'm doing this in front of all these people, because what you see online is real. I love my husband. This time next year, you shall have your business. This time next year, the Bible declares. Somebody said I'm speaking in tongues, and they just putting all kind of words. Hear me. The Bible declares that the Shunammite woman, she prepared, but she did not prepare for that. She prepared, but she did not prepare for that. Prepare for what? Prepare for the very thing that was given to her, to die. The reason why, Pastor Jason Hendrickson, bless you. The reason why is because it wasn't that the promise wasn't fulfilled. The promise was fulfilled. It wasn't that he did not keep his promise. It was the fact that she had one, that it was allowed to die. Her promise was allowed to die. I'm speaking of 1,879 people. Her promise was allowed to die. Her promise was allowed to die. You said by this time next year, and the very thing that was fulfilled died. So there's a contradiction here, because I didn't ask for this. Watch this. So I gotta see it, but then I gotta see it die. I gotta see it. I gotta see it die. So I got watch this. Shut up. So I gotta open a business, and then I gotta close it. I gotta get my life right with Christ, and then give my life to Christ and go through hell. Hold on. You're gonna give me a marriage, and in the same year get divorced. You're gonna give me a ministry, and in the same year the ministry, you're gonna give me a church, and in the same year the people leave. You're gonna give me, my son is delivered, and in the same year oh, come on now. The promise done contradicted itself. You said this time next. Listen, baby. It's not that the promise was fulfilled. We all saw it. It's not the promise wasn't kept. We all saw it. But the very promise you told me by this time last year died. What kind of message that you told me I was going to own a home? And so now I'm living in a hotel? Make it make sense. The sense ain't making.